What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes. Welcome back to another episode in ye old path to power. Thank you to those of you guys that have been sticking around as we take this journey and dealt with the commentary, the question marks that I've had over the past few days. I've got the idea, I've got the direction finally of where I want to be going. Before I start talking about that though, we've got the new addition to our team. That is Andres Iniesta. Put him right away into the squad. I will say, I know the Icon SBC has been out for a little while, but we're not going to be adding any icons yet, but we will be adding them in the future. And we're still actually playing a little catch up from when I played these matches. I got a little frisky and apparently recorded a lot more than I thought I did in one sitting. Apparently, I like playing FIFA. Who knew? This man, he does have three icons: Puyol, Blanc, and Deco. Suarez, Messi, Neymar up front. Not actually a squad that I've seen too much of. Almost everyone has a European squad. This guy choosing to go with South America, so props to him. But it's a nice goal. Well, a nice movement getting things started. It was a much longer movement than that, but I decided with penalties, it doesn't feel good to show all the build up to a penalty and then have to stop it and then they just take it from the spot. So I figured I'd rather just show a little like how the penalty sort of happened and how they got there, and then just the penalty itself. To me, that seems to make more sense. I like it. If you guys would rather see all the build up though, by all means, let me know in the comment section down below. So we keep on moving in this one. 56th minute. This guy was actually a pretty good player. I haven't come up against many people using the 4-3-2-1 in the World Cup mode. It's kind of a weird formation. I used it a lot to begin with. Look at this jockey. Puyol saying absolutely not to Iniesta. And honestly, Iniesta is a major letdown. He might end up being ye old fodder for an SBC later on, but he just like his passing's fine. Here's the problem. His passing's fine. He's got close control. His left bumper or L1 dribbling feels nice. But for a player as high rated as he is, he doesn't end up in good spots often enough. Like Zielinski, Pizzi end up in better spots than he does far more often. And when that's the case, it feels bad. And it's not a player that you want to have in your squad. And I've used enough different central midfielders in this formation to know when I feel like a player should be in a different position than the one that they're in. So we're heading on into our next match here, 39th minute. And this might be the final or it's the semi-final. I can't quite remember. Take it away. And this is some quick passing and switching the point of attack. It's super strong in this formation. Those of you guys that have been trying this formation out, what I saw on Twitter referred to as the system. I am totally fine being called like a system player. I have never really been one of those guys that can just use any old formation on Ultimate Team. And honestly, I used to feel a little bit bad about that. Like, I'm not that, like, what is wrong with me? Why can't I use all these formations? Like, I'm good with the ball in my feet. I can pick an open pass. I don't know what it is, but I think it's just my brain works in a very specific way when it comes to soccer, when it comes to football, when it comes to FIFA. And because of that, there are certain formations that I tend to gravitate to that help me play a style that I like. And I used to feel bad about that, and I would be like, everybody wants to see like different formations, and I totally get that, but I personally would just rather see better gameplay. And like for me, what's fun is good gameplay, even if it's in a system. And so undoubtedly I'm going to try out another formation in the future, and undoubtedly I just feel like this is one of those times where I'm going to come back to the 4-1-4-1, and I think it's one of those because I've played so many different formations throughout the course of a year on FIFA and finally found my precious 4-1-4-1 formation that I just want to use it for the rest of FIFA 18 while we wait for FIFA 19. And then FIFA 19, I'll just start all over again. But we do pack Joshua Kimmich here, which felt really good. And I love Kimmich in real life. And so getting him in a one-player pack, I'm going to slot him straight away into my squad. Yes, he might not be the paciest option, but very few people are using the 4-3-3 wide with the pacey wingers, and so I really don't feel like Kimmich's going to ever have a problem to be exploited. In fact, for when people play the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow or play narrow formations, the outside fullbacks pinch in, and they're going to use their interception stats or their smart stats, if you will, their intelligence stats. I don't know, the mental stats that are going to help them step in front and intercept passes. And Kimmich's great at that. Not only that, but he's fantastic on the ball going forward. And if I want to switch the point of attack, ping a ball all the way up to Henry, he's capable of doing that. So it's very, very exciting. This guy, pretty nice looking squad. Toni Kroos in the midfield. And this is, I believe, the final. He's got Maradona, Cristiano Ronaldo. We're saving our Portuguese players, hoping we can get Ronaldo. But the path forward, the path to power, if you will, that we're going to take in regards to icons, what I'm going to do is I will only consider upgrading after I win a World Cup. But the caveat beyond that is I will use, if I have an icon that I frankly just don't feel any sort of personal connection to or feeling towards, and I would only be using them because they're a good player in the game, I will most likely use them to complete the icon upgrade. That way we won't get too many icons, and if we do get icons, they're going to be ones that I have some sort of feeling towards in real life and I feel passionate about. So right now we've got Gary Lineker, but guess what? I don't really care too much about Gary Lineker in real life. I can't say I've watched him play maybe even at all, ever. And so if he's not in my team, I don't really care. I don't feel good scoring goals with Gary Lineker. We get Gabriel Jesus here. That feels good. But I don't care about scoring goals with Gary Lineker. And so if I got R9 or Thierry Henry, players like that, those are guys that I've watched play and I truly enjoy and have a massive respect for their skill level. And so I would feel good and have fun scoring goals with them. And that's really what FIFA is about for me, is finding a way to have fun and play a style I like. Luka Modric, great pickup for us there, 89 rated. We get Javier Pastore as well. So two players that can, in theory, help the squad depending on the direction we go. I did decide to do two single player drafts here, and this is I can't actually say that I truly remember playing out all these, but we're gonna just let the thing auto draft because we're basically just grinding for packs. And this was obviously before the icon SBC, because if the icon SBC had existed at this point, I really wouldn't have felt like I needed to grind for packs, but that is just what we're going to do. So I can't go back in time and change the progression. So the progression is what it is. It is the path that we're on. And we end up winning all of our matches 5-0, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. It is the scoreline. We pick up a standard victory bonus. And we're going to go ahead on and open all of our packs and hope that we get something decent that will help us upgrade our squad. And that is absolutely nothing in that first pack. And I'm getting quite a few packs stacked up for my main account that I'm going to have to go over and eventually open up so that I can get those coins. But we do pick up a big name CB right here. We pick up PK, and I'm it's kind of like an Iniesta pickup for me. Like I don't know how PK is going to hold up in the long run, but he should be decent enough to be usable. Vincent Kompany, maybe we'll be able to complete the Kevin De Bruyne SBC later. I would love to get Kevin De Bruyne in the squad. Like, absolutely love it. If I ever get the chance to where I can complete the Belgium SBC, you better believe that I'll be doing it. I'll put Kevin De Bruyne over maybe maybe most of the icons probably in the midfield. I love watching Kevin De Bruyne in real life, and so when it comes to FIFA, I'm going to get more enjoyment scoring a goal or making an amazing path with Kevin De Bruyne than I would with, say, Deco or someone like that. Not that I have anything against Deco, and I've watched him play, but I just don't really care about Deco. But Kevin De Bruyne, on the other hand, I really enjoy, and I watch week in and week out. I watch a lot of Manchester City. Now, am I a huge City fan? No, don't get this confused, but do I have a massive respect for what Pep Guardiola does as a coach and the incredible talent that City has both on the field and on their bench that you get to watch week in and week out? Yes, I do. And so as a huge fan of the sport and a major fan of the Premier League, that is something that I tend to tune in for. So our packs end up not being all that great after PK, but an 87 rated player is pretty darn good, and I really can't complain all too much. We also have 24,000 big ones at this point, and a Europe players pack, so I did do the SBC upgrade, and we do get the Hurricane. Just kidding. We got Daniel Sturridge again. The Hurricane is the icon SBC, and for players that I'm using, getting 3 duplicates out of a upgrade pack just feels terrible as well. But we're going to open a few more packs here. Harry Kane, not a player that I see fitting into my squad, at least at this point forward. He's a player that I'd like to see in the club, just in case England goes on a crazy run and he just gets massive upgrades. Like, then I could see using him. I like watching him in real life, so that could be fun. But for right now, he's not a player that I'm necessarily targeting. I'm holding on to all of my Portuguese players, all my French players. I've already got Manuel Neuer, so for the time being, I can't upgrade using an SBC for the German player, and so that's kind of where my thought process is. Anyways, guys, I want to thank you so much for watching. My name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.